Well, that is a big question, no doubt. Personally, I go back to the days of Google launching Google Translate and how everybody in the language industry were worried about it. And some were saying, well, run for the hills. The language industry, as we know, is over. And what has happened in reality was the opposite. Language industry only grew. I'm not saying that it's thanks to Google Translate. I will go as far as to say, in spite of Google Translate and the likes. But nevertheless, what happened in reality is the volume of content that people needed to translate actually grew. And so did the awareness of the language industry, of technology in the language industry. And I think to some extent it actually benefited us, translators, interpreters. It benefited us and allowed us to do better and do more. And of course, the proliferation of technologies that came after Google Translate that we use as professionals in the language industry, they should never be understated. So all in all, I do think that with AI today, we have a lot to learn. We have a lot to experiment with, but I think it will change our profession. I don't think it will decrease the amount of work we have, but I do think that to an extent, it will change what we do in the language industry. It will change processes. It might streamline. No, it will definitely streamline certain tasks, but that's a good thing. We can do more high-end type of tasks instead. So I welcome it. I think it's an interesting time to be alive. Oh, I use AI in several ways. I do use it for research. I use it for some elementary tasks, taking notes with AI. I also use AI specifically for internal meetings if I want to have closed captioning on. And I also recently started using it for some elementary functions in HR. When I'm working on certain things, the first draft might be done by AI, and then we humans get involved. Oh my gosh, this is always a challenging question because obviously I am looking forward to every session. I am always excited for the entire duration of our conferences, and I love every session. But if I had to pick and choose one or maybe two sessions, I am definitely looking forward to the Savvy Freelancer discussion. I think it's going to be a really interesting topic. And not to give anything away, but I do think that it's going to be beneficial to those who say, oh, I'm not tech savvy. And kind of on the same topic, but from a very different angle, I think Caitlin Walsh's session will also be really interesting. First of all, Caitlin has an amazing sense of humor, and I always not only learn but also laugh when she's presenting. And that's going to be our last session on Friday. So I think it's going to be funny, interesting, and informative. Oh, absolutely. I would invite them to attend. Well, first of all, I do believe that whether someone is a newbie or a seasoned professional, everybody learns something in our conferences. Everybody walks away feeling rejuvenated, feeling that they just spent some time with their colleagues and learned a lot. But I think for newbies, it's really important to focus not only on learning practical skills, which we also cover in our conferences, but also talk about how to set up their career, from understanding what advocacy means, from getting a glimpse into the future of the profession, from exploring legal matters and challenges that impact the world, and of course, impact us, there will be a lot to learn and hopefully contribute to conversations. I think advocacy is a challenging topic not only for newbies, but often even for seasoned professionals. Because we all say the word advocacy, but we don't always know what is behind it. Are we talking about advocating for rights of LEPs and deaf and hard of hearing communities? Are we talking about our own position in the industry? Are we talking about our right to choose whether we are freelancers or in-house staff? So I think exploring advocacy further is really important. And we've done it before, and we're going to do it again at Leo 7. Personally, I am very excited by the lineup we have at Leo 7. We have two sessions, two great presenters who will be covering the topics of advocacy. And I think that they're going to explore it from different angles. Specifically, Bruce Adelson, whose focus will be on winning at advocacy. Because at the end of the day, that's the ultimate goal. I look forward to seeing you on June 22nd and 23rd. It's going to be a blast. I'm excited for the conference. Bring a lot of questions. Bye!